Pedro, how's Josh Windus? Is he fit?
No, we cannot count with Josh. He still feels something, so it's out of the options.
Is it not long term though? Just
no. We hope that after this before this international break, but after this game, he could be on our options again.
Okay.
What is the problem?
So it happened on the game. In that moment, he received the ball in turn on the edge of the box and hit the knee from the opponent. So he felt something on the rib, and also felt something on the knee by that kick he received from the right back in front of the benches.
Herrera, is he fit?
Herrera is fit. So Herrera is on the options.
Peña, is
Peña is on the options as well.
Is he ready to start? Is he physically ready to start again?
Yeah. I never take one player to the list of the 18s or 20s or whatever if he's not ready to give his contribution. Now the decisions about if he starts or not starts are up to me, but all the players we have are ready to be options except Josh that is injured for the moment, or at least is recover from the feelings he's having.
What has been the transition for him like? Because he's obviously not played much since he came here, and there's I guess a lot of expectation about what he's going to produce. There's been a lot of investment in him. What has he had to get used to, and why has he not featured so much?
He's doing the things perfectly. We design a plan, a specific plan, an individual plan for him. He's doing the things very good. So the family is already here, so he's getting adapted. Is another point, very interesting point, and important for us. And the thing is that at this moment we are playing with this formation. The players that are playing are doing the things very good according to our analysis and opinion. So you need to wait and keep working like the others that are not playing as well and are not being options. We know that we have a competitive squad, and we are happy to have that competitive squad in order when we have any sort of solutions or any sort of problems like we are facing now with Josh. That is one that he was playing on the previous 5 matches in a row. We have options to substitute, to replace him. So that's the way it is.
Can you tell us about Aaron Nemani and what you see in him, and will he be available?
Aaron is a very gifted young player with a lot of potential that can play on both wide areas. So he's that sort of player when the games are really tight and close and you face opponents that are really on the back. He can find spaces on a 1v1 situations, good delivers, good sort of combinations, looking to create the spaces that are not existing in those moments. So he's that sort of player. He's also one player that can use the spaces when you have it on the back of the opponent's defensive lines. He's very quick, very aggressive on the 1v1 situations, very aggressive attacking spaces. So it's one player that we were really needing to have that sort of options on the wide areas when we have one situation, for example, like George, to have someone similar that goes and attack aggressively the opponents and look to the spaces in 1v1 situations.
Now that you've signed him, does that mean that you don't need another winger? And does that mean that you're
no? The only
Jimmy
thing
Walker,
that means
is
that
over
we
now?
still know everything we want. We still have 6 days to close of the window, and we are going to see what we might get in those 6 days. But the problem or the situation is that we know exactly what we want.
What would you like?
Sorry?
What would you like in those 6 days?
I'm not going to tell you. I tell you that we all know, and we are all working in that direction, and that's what really matters, and that's what's really important for me.
Pedro, going back to Carlos, is it important when you bring somebody from a foreign country so far away that when they come in that they have to feel confident, they have to feel right before you throw them in? Otherwise, if they have got off to a bad start, that can snowball and it leads to further problems down the line. That you want to make sure when they make their start, they're in the best possible condition.
I want to make sure that I give trust and confidence to all my players, and I protect all my players. Carlos is a strong guy, a strong character like all the others we have here. Since the very beginning, I told that we were having a squad of men, so that's why they are so competitive here on the training sessions. I need to be happy with it, because when they are competitive here, for sure they are going to be competitive against the real opponents, let's say it like that. So I just need to be the one that covers them and protect them all the time. and try to know the right moment to give them the chance when the chance is coming. So they work for it, I protect them, they will have the chance when the chance is coming.
Is he keen to make his first start at Carlos?
Of course it is. Of course it is. Like all the others. Like all the others, as I told you, we have an interesting squad. We have very good options, especially in the middle of the park. So we need to be happy with it.
Pedro, we've seen a number of players that have left the club this summer. They've moved on, but they seem to have started well at the new club, scoring goals. Can you understand the fans' frustration when they see these players that were deemed perhaps surplus to requirements?
I wish them all the best. They are not our players anymore. Of course, I appreciate all the work they have been doing with us, but it's totally different situation for you to wear this badge with you and need to feel that responsibility. And sometimes the things are going in one direction, and other times are not going. So I just wish him all the best, and I hope they keep scoring for their new clubs now.
It's harder to wear the Rangers badge in that sense. It's harder to live with the responsibility of playing for Rangers.
No, you just need to be the right one. It's not hard. You just need to be the right one.
Ross County this weekend. I know there was some frustration shown by the fans at the end of the game against Hearts. How important is it?
Where was that frustration?
Some booing from some of the supporters at the end of the game on Saturday. How important is this game in terms of making sure that fans are on side and building confidence?
I always felt the fans on side. I mean, the anonymous fans. I'm not a guy that's going too much on the street, but when I go, I felt the real support from the fans, and I felt the real support from the fans when they are with us on the stadium, when they go on the away stadiums to support the team. What I need to tell you, it's a Portuguese say, but it's an interesting one. The dogs bark and the caravan passes. The caravan keeps moving. The caravan keeps going. That means that we are focused in our work. We are focused in our job, and we are all together in the same direction. So we are the ones that know in which direction we are going, and our fans, as I told you, the anonymous ones, are supporting us for the good.
Are you confident then you can see signs of progress going forward and it's not anything to worry about?
Let me tell you something. Since I arrived here, I never felt we had the respect like Hearts showed to us. I mean, one team, let's say Hearts because it was the last one, but I never felt that respect. When I was Leiria coach, a small team in Portugal, and when we were going to play against Sporting, Porto or Benfica, we never knew what's going on the other side, at the other halfway, only when you change the pitch on the halftime. So that's what I felt. I felt a lot of respect from us. So that means that we are working in that direction. And that means also that maybe we are disturbing someone. I don't care about it, as I told you. Let the dogs bark and the caravan will keep moving.
Pedro, you spoke of the respect that Hearts has shown you. Why is that respect happening this season, and why did you feel it changed during the summer?
Because the team is stronger, because the team plays differently, because the team is made of ambitious players, because the team is made of champions, because the team gets on the pitch with only one desire, which is win. And they do it since the very beginning until the end. So that shows respect. When I first came, I saw that Rangers was not being respected. And that doesn't mean that respect I'm talking about football. I mean, the way you approach, the way we are going to play against us, that's the respect I'm telling you. Because of something that we built along the last week of the preseason, and something that we built on the first match day, so as on the League Cup, and after also, of course, on the first 30 minutes against Ibs. So that's the respect I'm telling you, and that's what this team is working on. And the answer these players are giving is about our basis on the work, hard work, and being competitive here. So I just need to be happy and knowing that the dogs will still barking, but we'll keep rolling the caravan on the direction we want.
Do you still expect that same respect from Ross County? Did 3 draws against them last year, so very tough.
I mean, that's not my concern. We analyze, we know, and we respect the opponent we have in front. When I mean respect, we need to know him good. We need to know that they are going to work hard to beat us. It's the normal way. But that's up to his manager, the way they are going to play. We analyze them. We are expecting something, but that's their decision, the way they are going to approach the game, not ours.
Can I just ask you about one of the players that left, who's still your player, Michael O'Halloran? He started very, very well. If he continues like that, would you see a possibility of him coming back here middle of the season?
Not with me.
No.
Not with me.
So he would be like...
He's not my type of player. He's not the type of player that Rangers needs. You need to see that sometimes if you take the same person to different contests, is he going to give you the same? So that's what you need to understand. In my opinion, he's not having that. He's not having that to play for Rangers.
Is that a mental thing?
No, that's up to me and him to discuss it. I'm not going to discuss it.
But he does not have a long-term future.
That in different scenarios, in different contests, he will have different answers, and you are seeing that at the moment.
Just briefly going back to next week, the deadline day. Have you had experience of the deadline day before as a manager?
No, I have experience of planning the things in advance. That's what I have experienced. I have experience about identify the needs in advance. So that's what we are working since a long time. We know what we want. We all know what we want. We all agree about what we want. Mark is doing a great job helping us in that direction. So the answer is that Aaron is already with us, and let's see what happens on the next 6 days.
So there won't be any panic on Thursday, any last minute?
No, I cannot live with panic. I mean, if you live with panic, you cannot take the decisions. I'm a decision maker, and I need to have my mind clear and plan and knowing exactly what I want to have the best decisions. The only time I took wrong decisions, so as the club, when I was in Mexico, it was because we went panic. We went to sign someone. Our short list after the interviews process was not what we were expecting. Something came on the middle and we went for it. So it's a learning process as well. I prefer not to take that decision or bring someone that maybe is not going to be the best one, rather than bring it over and I having some doubts with it.
How many of the players will go away on an international break?
For the moment, just two. I mean, Lee Hodgson and Bruno Alves. I mean, you have also Hardy that goes. You have also Ross McCrory that goes. But I'm speaking of the first team. Those are the two.
Is that quite good then, that they'll stay here and you can work with them through the break?
No. The first thing that this team is needing is break. Yeah. Too much water might kill the plant. And if you work by patterns, I think the mental state is also very important. This is not only about physical. This is about knowing what we need to do and working on a daily basis according to the needs of the team and the identity you want to create on the team. And of course also regarding to the mental state of the minds of the players. It's been a hard work for them, so they know that they are going to receive 4 days off. 4 days off. 2 days to train on the next week after that, and a long week to prepare after done this match. So that's the way we plan everything.